The Goonies, a childhood classic based on a story by Steven Spielberg, follows a group of kids living in Oregon who attempt to save their homes from foreclosure by searching for the long-lost fortune of legendary pirate One-Eyed Willie. A box office hit in 1985, the 80s classic has lived in the hearts of many moviegoers, even nearly 4 decades after its theatrical debut. See what the cast of this classic have been up to since the film premiered almost 40 years ago. How actors of the movie The Goonies have changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then in 1985 and how they look now in 2025. Josh Brolin as Brand. Born February 12, 1968. Brolin made his film debut in The Goonies as Mikey's athletic older brother, Brandon "Brand" Walsh, at 17 age. He's an Oscar nominee for his role in 2008's Milk and most famously played Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Josh Brolin has had a steady stream of roles since the film premiered in 1985. He was also nominated for an Academy Award for his portrayal of Dan White in Milk. The actor has a son and daughter, Eden and Trevor, from his first marriage to actress Alice Adair, plus 2 daughters, Westlyn and Chapel, with his wife, Catherine Boyd Brolin. Now he is 57 years old. Jeff Cohen is Chunk. Born June 25, 1974. A child actor, Cohen made his feature film debut in The Goonies as the now iconic character, Lawrence "Chunk" Cohen, at 11 age. Between those chubby cheeks and his famous truffle shuffle, it was hard to not fall in love when Chunk came on screen. Following The Goonies, he voiced Francis in the series Popeye and Son, 1987, and Grunt in Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, 1988. After appearing in several episodes of TV, Cohen left acting for a career in law. Now he is 51 years old. Corey Feldman as Mouth. Born July 16, 1971. Feldman played the sharp-tongued Goonie, Clark "Mouth" Devereaux, at 14 age, before going on to star in Stand By Me and The Lost Boys in the following years. After The Goonies, Feldman went on to star in other blockbuster coming-of-age films. He was in The Lost Boys, 1987, alongside Corey Haim, Jason Patric. He most recently appeared in the documentary, My Truth, The Rape of Two Coreys, which details allegations of abuse in Hollywood, a memoir which chronicled his turbulent life as a child star, including the sexual abuse he and Haim allegedly suffered at the hands of men in the industry. There are people that did this to me and Corey that are still working. They're still out there, and they're some of the most rich and powerful people in this business now. He is 54 years old. Sean Astin as Mikey. Born February 25, 1971. Astin played the gang's asthmatic leader, Michael "Mikey" Walsh, at 14 age. Today, the actor is most famous for playing Samwise Gamgee in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and most recently appearing on Stranger Things. Off-screen, Astin is also the first known Middle-earth resident to complete an Ironman triathlon. After playing the main protagonist, Mikey, Sean Astin went on to work steadily in Hollywood. He married former Miss Indiana Teen USA Christine Harrell in July 1992, and they share 3 daughters, Alexandra, Elizabeth, and Isabella. Now he is 54 years old. Koo Hui Kwan is Data. Born August 20th, 1971. A breakout child star of 1985, Kwan played the spy fanatic, Richard "Data" Wong, at 14 age. Post-Goonies life wasn't easy for Koo Hui Kwan, who spent the last 3 decades trying to make his way back in front of the camera. However, the tide turned for the actor in 2022 when his second big break came with Everything Everywhere All at Once alongside Michelle Yeoh, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Stephanie Sue. Kwan swept awards season 2023, taking home the Golden Globe, SAG Award, and Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Most recently, he's appeared in the Disney series American Born Chinese, as well as Loki, and in 2024 voiced the character of Han in Kung Fu Panda 4. Now he is 54 years old. Kerry Green is Andy. Born January 14, 1967. As the love interest to Brand, Brolin, and Mikey Astin, Kerry Green's Andy Carmichael was an integral player in the film at 18 age. Since The Goonies, however, Green has only been in a handful of other films. She starred in Lucas, 1986, and 3 for the Road, 1987, opposite Charlie Sheen. These days, She reportedly works behind the scenes in the entertainment industry, is a mom of 2, and occasionally appears at fan conventions as well as on Cameo. Now she is 58 years old. Martha Plimpton as Steph. Born November 16, 1970. Plimpton's role as the no-nonsense Steph Steinbrenner was her first foray into film at 15 age. Like many of her co-stars, Martha Plimpton's role as Steph with the cool earrings catapulted her into the Hollywood spotlight, and she's had a steady career since. Though The Goonies remains one of her most popular films. Following the success of The Goonies, she, like Brolin, also went on to have a steady career in Hollywood. Plimpton went on to star in everything from 1989's Parenthood to 2010's Raising Hope to a long-running, recurring role on The Good Wife. Now she is 55 years old. John Matuszak as Sloth. Born October 25, 1950. After a short career in the NFL, Matuszak became an actor, most famously playing Latinay Sloth Fratelli at 35 age. He then went on to appear in a number of TV shows during the late 80s. After The Goonies, he was in what would be his last film, One Crazy Summer, 1986, and wrote an autobiography, Cruisin' with the Tuz, which was published in 1987. Unfortunately, Matuszak died a couple of years after The Goonies came out from an accidental overdose in 1989 at the age of 38. Joe Pantoliano as Francis Fratelli. Born September 12, 1951. Pantoliano played one half of the antagonistic Fratelli brothers, Mama Fratelli's favorite son at 34 age. After a string of successful supporting roles, the actor won an Emmy for his turn as Ralph Cifaretto on The Sopranos. After The Goonies, he went on to have a long career as a character actor. These days, Pantoliano is still acting, appearing in shows such as Chucky and Tacoma FD and 2024's Bad Boys. Ride or Die now, he is 74 years old. Robert Davi as Jake Fratelli. Born June 26, 1951. Playing the bad guy, along with Pantoliano, was Robert Davi, who has also made a career playing scary dudes at 34 age. His acting chops landed him in the James Bond franchise, with the role of drug lord Frank Sanchez in License to Kill, 1989. More recently, Davi starred in Inside Man, The Lurking Fear, and portrays Leonid Brezhnev in 2024's Reagan Now. He is 74 years old. Stephen Anton as Troy Perkins. Born April 19, 1958. Anton appeared in The Goonies as Troy Perkins at 27 age, the spoiled son of the Astoria Country Club's millionaire owner. Anton went on to become a successful screenwriter and producer after starring in The Goonies. He pivoted to directing in the 2000s, working on a handful of music videos and directing the 2010 film Burlesque. Now he is 66 years old.